Hey, what's going on, guys? John Shea here with the No Shame Income blog, and today I've actually got another product review for you guys today. I'm going to be reviewing a product called Let's Mail. This is actually a product created by Brett Rutecki and Mike Thomas. I'm very familiar with who they are. In fact, I've actually done a product launch with them in the past. So I wanted to spend some time today to actually go through their product. I'm going to first break this down by actually going through some of the bonuses that I'll be giving you guys if you decide to pick up Let's Mail through me. Second, I'm going to go through their sales page as well as the JV page and kind of give you guys an idea of what to expect if you decide to pick up this product. Then I'm actually going to log into the interface and show you some of the functionalities and features that are included with Let's Mail, as well as give you some of my pros and cons on the tool. So before we dive into today's video, be sure to throw me a thumbs up on the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification if you want to get notified when I release future videos. And let's dive into today's video. Alright, so as I said, the first thing that I wanted to cover with you guys is some of the bonuses. I imagine some of you watching this video, maybe you're looking for other reviews on Let's Mail. You've been looking at this product. I'm actually going to be offering 5 exclusive bonuses that you're not going to get anywhere else. So I'm going to cover that here initially, and then I'm going to walk through the sales page. Essentially what this tool is it's a software tool that allows you to self-host your own email autoresponder. So they have a headline here: 7-figure marketer reveals the new software he personally uses to email open rates, clicks, and profits without ever paying monthly fees for email services. World's first and only email software where no one can hurt your delivery rates ever. So obviously this is a big pain point and something that a lot of marketers struggle with is sending out emails to a big email list and not having people actually open those emails, or being controlled by another service that can basically, ban you or remove you or whatever have you, right? So Let's Mail is basically a self-hosted solution that you actually have to upload into your own web host. It allows you to choose what subscribers and what lists you upload into the system. You choose when you send the emails, and you get to choose how many emails to send. There's no limits, right? You're not going to be capped. And you choose what's inside those emails that you send. So you're not going to get banned if you say things like passive income or make money, whereas some other autoresponder services maybe not so kind about those types of things. You never have to worry about third-party companies or spamming issues that are going to cripple your business because other people are abusing those platforms. Some of these platforms as well, I know, are very particular about affiliate marketing. So this is something that you really have to keep in mind. This is a solution that you don't have to deal with any of those problems, right? It's all going to be something that you self-host within your own system. So in terms of some of the bonuses that I'm going to provide for you guys if you decide to pick up Let's Mail through me, the first is my Amazon Profit Lab. This is basically all about how I go out there and build passive income Amazon affiliate stores, where basically I refer users to Amazon where they buy products through my websites, and I earn passive income from people going and purchasing products on Amazon. This is one of my most successful courses I've ever created. So if you guys pick up Let's Mail, you're going to get access to this, and normally I sell that for $197. The second bonus is I'm going to hand you access to the Traffic Handbook Guide. This is a really in-depth guide giving you tons of strategies on how to get more traffic to your offers, help you grow your email list, which obviously you're going to be able to use with Let's Mail, and just give you tons of really useful ideas on how you can get more traffic and visitors to your websites. Third, I'm going to give you the Facebook Marketing for Local Business Guide. So this is a really nice step-by-step guide on actually getting set up with marketing if you want to go out there and start helping local businesses. I know many of you guys on my email list are people that aren't interested in working with local businesses, so I wanted to hand out this as a nice bonus. For those of you who decide to go out there and get Let's Mail, you're going to get this as well. Fourth, you're going to get the Success Action Plan PDF. This is actually kind of a generalized guide. It's a step-by-step action plan to go out there and build a series of transformational habits and reprogram your mind for success. So really just some high-quality mindset stuff that you'll get with that bonus. And fifth, I'm going to give you access to the High Profit Blog Secrets program, which is basically another kind of guide that goes through how you can go out there and actually blog and make some money doing that. So you'll be able to access all these bonuses after you make your purchase. There'll be a link at the bottom after you've made your purchase where you can go and access a page, and you'll get immediate access to all of these bonuses. So let's go through a little bit more on Let's Mail. This is the actual sales page that I put together here. This basically goes through a lot of the things that you're going to be getting with this, and I don't want to go through the whole thing because it's pretty long, but Brett himself actually has used this to generate over $10,000 in affiliate earnings. He's actually saved over thousands of dollars in recurring fees, which makes sense. They talk a lot about, who else wants to spend less to make more, obviously because you don't have to pay for these autoresponder services. He said that 30% of his subscribers vanished after importing to a new service. So some of these things, when you start using these third-party tools, they can be very strict about, who you can actually send to, what kind of leads are actually valid. Is there going to be a valid list? Has there been complaints to these emails? All these different things that you just basically end up struggling with. And they see here that people were opening my emails, business was growing, I was making money again, no red flags once he started using his own self-hosted solution. He talks a lot about how his stuff eventually was no longer hitting the inbox, and the solution was to basically come up with Let's Mail when he was using the third-party tools. So that all makes sense. Let's see. Multi-user email platforms are not the way to run a long-term viable business because you have no control, right? So that's basically the biggest advantage of this software, is that you're going to have something that you have full control over. It's all self-hosted. You're not going and signing up with this third-party tool. So he wanted a few things out of this, was that he wanted superior email delivery. He wanted to basically utilize this so he can import and email as many people as he wanted, and he didn't want to have monthly fees. So this solution is going to solve all of those. I'll talk about some of the cons in my own personal opinion on some of this as we go through it, but let's see. So this kind of shows some screenshots of what the tool's about. He talked about some of the pros: getting better open rates, bounce rates were lower, delivery rates were better. He kind of conquered some of the myths and some of the main differences of how this compares, as well as some of the functionalities of what you can do with this, and overall, what it really comes down to. So they also compare some of the costs, which I can attest to. These are very expensive. So probably the biggest advantage here that you guys are going to get out of this is that Let's Mail, this is the JV page, so they're basically doing a big launch of this, and most likely the price is going to be going up. So they do have some demo videos you'll be able to check out on their page, but essentially the main product is going to run from, at the beginning launch day at $37 and go up to $47, which is going to be half off the price once the launch ends. So if you want to get a fully self-hosted email autoresponder on day one, you can actually pay $37. You'll never pay any monthly fees, and you'll basically be able to mail your list without necessarily going out there and buying all these crazy third-party expensive autoresponder solutions. Then they have a pro upgrade where you can remove their branding from the email footer. It sends faster, and then you have a resend option to people that don't open your email, which is a nice feature to have. Agency access, you can actually sell the software on your own and keep full profits on it. And that's going to, in order to do that, sell it as a white label solution. It's $147. And then they have some live coaching and list building software, which is going to be an additional $67. So again, I can attest that these guys make quality products. You can see they've had many JVZoo top picks where they've won product deals of the day. And I actually launched this video course cash kit product with them back in 2016, which was a deal of the day. So I can attest to their quality in terms of the type of support that they provide, and that they do try to put really a lot of effort into their products. So let's actually go into the software. First, you're going to, when you log into this, you're basically going to get access to a whole dashboard where you can come in and more or less they have tutorial videos on getting this all set up. I will say that this was a little bit of a kind of a bum kind of con for me, because it does take a little bit of time to set up. It's not extremely difficult, but I could see for some people maybe going into this for the first time, they will struggle a little bit because there's a lot of different technical aspects to this. You have to actually set up what's called cron jobs. You have to upload files through an FTP or through your file host. I know there's many people out there who get very weary when they're doing things like this, and they may not even know how to set up a WordPress site, let alone actually go upload files into their web host. Brett does explain all of this pretty well in the tutorial videos, but I think even for some, they'll probably feel a little bit overwhelmed with this initial setup. So that's kind of a con, but it's not something that you can't overcome. So if you're really committed to, hey, I really want my own self-hosted email autoresponder, then figuring this stuff out, it's really just as simple as going to YouTube and maybe looking for a little bit more guidance, potentially beyond what Brett kind of talks about in the videos. But I think overall he does do a pretty good job of explaining everything. I just think for some of you, you may be a little bit overwhelmed here. Now, I actually went through all these steps. It took me probably about 15 minutes to get everything set up, so it wasn't too bad. You will also need to get what's called an Amazon SES or AWS account, which basically has what they call the Amazon Simple Email Service attached to it. And this basically allows you to set up Amazon to send the emails on behalf of Let's Mail. This is extremely affordable compared to third-party autoresponders. You will have to pay for this, but I believe they actually give you, I want to say some of them for free, and then once you get to a certain point, it costs, it's basically more money depending on how many emails you send. But it's extremely inexpensive versus some of the third-party solutions. It's like literally pennies for what you're going to be paying for this. So just to keep an eye, there will be some slight costs if you are sending a lot of emails with Amazon SES, but it's, again, very, very minor compared to what you'd pay if you went and even spent $20 a month. It's not even going to cost you that much. So beyond that, here's what the actual backend looks like. And I was going through this setup, and I think I messed some stuff up. I didn't actually go and run any tests specifically, but I figured what I would do is go through the backend here. I already pay for an autoresponder myself, so I wasn't going to go like crazy spending all this time just to give you guys a review video. But overall, the idea of this is that you basically have an interface on top of the Amazon SES service or whatever third-party SMTP service you decide to use. So within Let's Mail, you have the ability to upload your email list. You can create different lists of your subscribers, who's pending, who's unsubscribed, and what emails are dead. You have several options to come in here to clean the list, delete the list. You can import or download the list, edit the list. You also have all of your subscribers that you can list here. So you could specifically show subscribers. In this case, if I go to myself, I created a list called myself, and then I uploaded one of my other email addresses. You could see what status they have and basically track stats based on all of these subscribers, how many opens they have, clicks. So this is pretty good for like basic functionality. The interface looks good. It has a lot of good options in here. You can also create sequences, which I wasn't able to do because my SMTP wasn't fully configured. You can also go in and create new emails, as well as all the different tools that you have for list checkups. You can create reports. They have a form builder for actually collecting emails, sending logs, errors, spam complaints, as well as some additional tools that you may be able to have. These look like different products that they recommend. And then they have tons of tutorials on all the different things that you want. Adding subscribers, creating lists, your setup, your time zone, sequences, all these different things you can go into. And they have videos explaining all of them. So I'll actually like mute this one because I want to give you guys an example. They go through and show you how to actually create the sequences, which can be used to create, send email 1, send email 2, so on and so forth. And they have a whole email editor, as you can see here, which basically gives you the ability to edit all of this. Now, in terms of pros, again, the big benefit here is that you guys are obviously going to get the ability to go out there and have a self-hosted solution. But I would say some of the cons are that this is just very basic in terms of what you're getting out of an autoresponder. There's no like crazy templates in here. The interface, while it's not too bad, is definitely not as like, I would say overall as nice looking as some of the third-party tools. I would say right now, if you're someone that's looking for more advanced functionality, I always go with ActiveCampaign. That's what I currently use, but you are going to pay a premium for that, right? You're going to pay anywhere from $20 upwards of $100 or more a month. I currently pay $120 a month, and I actually get it through a group buy. So I think if I was paying without that group buy deal, I'd be somewhere close to $200 a month just to be able to email out to my list. Now, for you guys, right, you could go pay $37 and start building your email list, and maybe once you get to a point where you want some more advanced functionality, you want to set up automations, you want to do different things, have site tracking, all these other things that you could be doing with something like ActiveCampaign, you could eventually move into that once you're making some money with your email list. So with that being said, if you guys are interested in getting a really easy solution for self-hosted email autoresponder, I definitely do recommend it. I think long-term it's something that you may want to eventually move out of once you establish yourself and you start to make money from your email list, and maybe move to something with a lot more functionality and features. But for $37, you really cannot go wrong. This is a really great starting point. I wish I had this 5 years ago when I was just starting out, and I think for many of you it's going to be a really good solution for that. So anyway, pick this up before Monday. I believe it's going to be the 17th, and I will actually include all these bonuses. If you wait until after that day, I'm going to be removing all the bonuses, and you will no longer be able to get any of them if you purchase through my link. So let me know if you have any questions, leave a comment, and again, thanks for watching the video.